Listen to Peter Pan, Level A1, by Oxford Reading University.
Part 2. You will find Part 1 here.
Wendy is their mother. She cleans the house, sews for them, and reads them bedtime stories. Wendy doesn't think much about her parents. But then she looks at her brothers. They start forgetting their mother and father. 5. One day the children are at the beach. They play and swim in the sea. Suddenly, one boy cries, "The pirates are here!" They hide behind the rocks. A boat carries 2 pirates to a big rock. An Indian girl, Tiger Lily, is with them. She is the daughter of the most important Indian man. "We must tie her to the rock," a pirate says. "The water will rise and she will die." Peter is angry. He wants to save the poor girl. "Let her go," he says in Captain Hook's voice. The pirates look at each other in surprise. "We must do what Captain Hook tells us to do," one of them says. They let Tiger Lily go. She jumps into the water and swims away. Captain Hook sees everything. He notices Peter behind the rock and cries angrily, "Peter Pan, I will kill you!" "Fight the pirates, boys!" Peter cries, and jumps up to a big rock. The boys are fighting with the pirates at the beach. Captain Hook swims to the rock where Peter stands. Peter gives the captain a hand. He helps him get up onto the rock. But the captain cuts Peter with his hook. "He is going to kill Peter," Wendy cries. Suddenly, the captain hears the ticking of a clock. "It is the crocodile," he cries. He jumps into his boat and swims away quickly. Soon the fight is over. The children go back to their underground home. Tiger Lily returns to the Indians. "Peter Pan saved my life," she tells her father. Now the Indians are friends with the Lost Boys. They protect the underground home from the pirates. 6. Life in the underground home is happy and quiet. One night, Peter and Wendy are talking. "I am not their father," Peter says. "Fathers are old, and I am a little boy." "I know," Wendy says, "but they are still our children, Peter. Tell me, what do you feel for me?" "I feel that I am your son," Peter says. "I knew it," Wendy says sadly. She stands up and walks to the other side of the room. "What is wrong?" Peter asks. "I don't understand. You are just like Tinker Bell. Sometimes I don't know what she wants from me." "A girl cannot say it first," Wendy says. "Fine," Peter says and leaves. Boys are so stupid, Wendy thinks. Later, the boys are in bed. Wendy tells them a story. There is a family in London. Mother and father are very sad. They have lost their children and miss them very much. Mother leaves the window in the children's room open every night. She hopes that the children will come back. She loves them a lot. Suddenly, Peter says, "Mothers are bad. My mother didn't love me. When I returned home from Neverland, my window was closed, and another boy was sleeping in my bed." "Wendy, is there another boy in my bed?" Michael asks. "Let's go home." "Okay," Wendy says. The Lost Boys start crying.
Do you want to read English books with translations and transcriptions? You are going to love ewa.com. You can listen to audiobooks and learn new words every day.
Don't leave us, Wendy. You are our mother, they say. Wendy feels sorry for them. She invites them to come to London with her. You can live with my mother and father, she says. The boys jump around the room and dance happily, but Peter is sad. You can leave if you want, he says. Aren't you going with us? Wendy asks. No, I am going to stay here, he answers. I will always be a little boy. I don't need any parents, and I don't need you. The Indians will lead you to the beach. Tinkerbell will show you the way to London. Then they hear terrible noises. The pirates have found the underground home. They are fighting with the Indians. Help us, Peter, the children cry. The pirates are fighting hard. They kill many Indians. The others run away. The pirates beat the drum. The children hear it and think that the Indians have won. You can go outside now, Peter says happily. The children leave the underground home one by one. They don't know that Captain Hook is waiting for them. The pirates catch them and carry them to their ship. Tinkerbell sits in a tree and watches the pirates. When they leave, she flies to the door of the underground house. Peter is already sleeping. Tinkerbell starts ringing loudly. Peter, wake up! The pirates have taken Wendy and the Lost Boys. What? Peter asks. We must save them. He takes his sword and says, Let's go, Tink. This time I will kill Captain Hook. 7. The children are on the pirate ship. One pirate holds Wendy in his arms. The captain says to the boys, Peter Pan will not come to save you. We will throw you into the sea. There the crocodiles will eat you. But I need 2 young pirates on my team. Who wants to be a pirate? We will never serve a pirate, the boys say. We serve the King of England. Then die, the captain says and laughs. Your mother is going to watch. At that moment, they hear a clock. It is the crocodile, Captain Hook cries. He runs to his room and locks the door. The boys look into the sea to see the crocodile, but instead they see Peter. He makes the sound of the clock again. What is it? One pirate asks. He looks into the sea. Peter cuts him with his sword and throws him into the water. Fight them, boys, he cries. The boys laugh happily. They throw all the pirates into the water one by one. Captain Hook hears the sound of a fight. He looks out of his room and sees Peter. Peter Pan, he cries angrily, I will kill you. He takes his longsword and jumps at Peter. When Peter jumps back, the pirate tries to cut him with his hook. But Peter is faster. He catches the captain's sword and throws it away. You can pick it up, Peter says. He wants to be polite. But Captain Hook is angry and tired. He doesn't want to fight anymore. I cannot win this fight, he thinks. He stands with his back to the sea. He can't see the crocodile in the water. Peter pushes the captain into the water. The pirate falls right into the mouth of the hungry crocodile. Captain Hook is dead. Peter smiles happily and says, It is our ship now. Let's go to England. Peter and Tinker Bell fly faster than the ship. They arrive in England before the children. 8. Mrs. Darling is sleeping in a chair in the children's room. Peter and Tinker Bell fly into the room. I am going to close the window now, Peter thinks happily. Wendy will fly to Neverland and live with me. And then he looks at Mrs. Darling's face. She is crying in her sleep. Peter understands that she loves Wendy. He thinks for some time. Then he decides to leave the window open. Together with Tinker Bell, he flies away. Later, Wendy and her brothers fly into the room. "Mother, we are home," she cries. Mrs. Darling wakes up. "I am dreaming," she says to herself sadly. "My children left me." But the children laugh and put their arms around her. "It isn't a dream," Mrs. Darling cries happily. "George, Nana, the children are back." Mr. Darling and Nana run into the room. Everyone is so happy. Only one sad boy is watching them from behind the window. He will never know what parents love. Then the Lost Boys walk into the room. "Can they stay with us, Father?" Wendy asks. "Only if they can sleep together in one room," Mr. Darling says. "Our house isn't big enough." "Of course, sir," the boys say. Wendy notices Peter behind the window. "Goodbye, Wendy," he says. "Aren't you going to stay with us?" she asks in surprise. "No," Peter says. "I don't want to go to school. I don't want to grow up. It is so boring. I will return to Neverland and live with the fairies." Mrs. Darling sees that Peter is about to cry. He doesn't want to leave Wendy. "Wendy can visit you every spring," she says. "Really?" Peter asks. "Do you promise that?" "Yes," Mrs. Darling says. She kisses him on the cheek. "I hope spring comes soon," Peter says, and flies away. Every spring, Wendy waits for Peter. One year, he doesn't come. I am not a child anymore, Wendy thinks. He doesn't want to play with me. Many years later, Wendy is a young woman. She has a daughter, Jane. When Wendy puts her to bed, she tells her many interesting stories about her adventures with Peter Pan in Neverland. So Jane is not surprised when Peter flies into her room at night.
Have you subscribed to our channel? We will make more audiobooks for you, so stay tuned. And now, enjoy another English story.